So if you saw that 2 videos suddenly appeared on Monday, yep, it was an accident. I was so excited about this new direction for Next Step Tarot that apparently I uploaded both videos and at the same time, and they escaped early. All right. But to be truthful with you, I think that kind of says something important. I'm genuinely excited about where this channel is going, because this shift is bigger than just new readings. We are moving deeper into the psychological side of tarot. It's not just prediction. It's not just about the signs. It is going to be about understanding the patterns, the thoughts, the emotional conditioning, and these subconscious loops that shape our decisions and our lives. All right. Welcome to Next Step Tarot. I'm Lori, and today I want to talk briefly about where this channel is heading, why this change matters, and then we're going to do a quick midweek mindset reading to identify the one mental block that we can clear right now to create better momentum for the rest of the week. All right, so I've realized something over time. A lot of people already know what they need to do. The problem usually is not a lack of information. It's that gap that's between knowing and actually doing, moving forward. That gap is usually an emotional gap. It's psychological. It's subconscious. And that's where I believe tarot becomes incredibly powerful. And that's why I'm transitioning here from a strictly tarot channel into this channel, okay? And it's not because the cards magically control your future, but because they reveal the patterns. The subconscious mind speaks in symbols, emotions, repetition, archetypes. That's why tarot can uncover things that we intellectually understand, but emotionally avoid. So moving forward, this channel is going to focus much more on the emotional patterns, self-sabotage loops, decision clarity, subconscious blocks, mindset shifts, the changes in the way we think, see, feel, and experience the world, our nervous system responses, and the psychology behind why we repeat certain experiences. We are going to be blending intuition with awareness, spiritual insight with practical reflection, because manifestation without self-awareness usually becomes nothing more than wishful thinking. And self-awareness without action becomes overthinking. The goal of Next Step Tarot is helping to bridge those two worlds. All right, so let's do a quick collective pull here. We're going to look at what the one mental block is that we can clear right now to make the rest of the week more successful. All right, so let's get into this. Let's take a nice deep breath, hold it, and then let it out as completely and fully and slowly as you can so that you can reset your attention. Ask yourself this question: what mindset shift would create the biggest improvement in my week right now? And it is the Two of Wands. Avoiding making a decision. This is avoidance. This could be a little touch of overthinking, but it definitely is avoiding making a decision here. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this feels like, okay? And it does feel deeply like this is you knowing what needs to be done, what direction you need to go in, but you've decided you won't make your mind up. Okay, it's not a matter of, oh, I can't make my mind up. Yes, you absolutely can. This is about not wanting to. All right, so let's go ahead. And you know what it comes from? I'm getting like, it may be because you're fearful of what the outcome will be once you make this decision, but it really is just a lack of desire to make the decision. All right, let's see what the mindset shift is here, what it is that is going to help you. The Five of Cups. Ooh. Let it go. Whatever you're fearful of parting with, let it go. The idea of the regret is actually stronger than what the outcome of letting it go will be. So if you're hesitating to make this decision because you think you're going to lose a relationship, you're going to look bad, you're going to lose control, whatever it is, your idea of how the outcome is going to be is much worse than what the actual outcome is going to be. So let it go. All right? Let it go. Yeah, this is like over catastrophizing, like worst case scenario thinking. And you don't want to do that because you don't know how it's going to come out. But when you get in that energy, you create the energy of what's going to happen, okay? Because you're focused on that. And if you're focused in the negative about the worst thing that could happen, then most likely that is what's going to happen for you. All right, so let's look at the anchor here. This card is going to tell you the rest of the week improves the moment you stop feeding this pattern, okay? Because this is draining your energy. And this is not about doing something perfectly. It's doing something with awareness. It's making one better decision, identifying one clearer boundary, okay? Interrupting one tiny pattern. And that right there is more than enough to begin shifting the momentum in this situation. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. The Five of Wands, being willing to overcome the obstacles that you face. All right, that's how you do it. You face your obstacles, you deal with them, you know what you have to do, you do it. So instead of keeping yourself trapped up here in fear, anchor yourself in the energy that this is a new experience, okay? Something new, something bigger, something better will come of it. It can be a learning experience. I'm going to grow from this. And you know what? I keep hearing that this is not going to turn out as bad as you think. All right, so this is enough right here. If you realize that you're learning, growing, striving for something bigger and better, you will reach that point. All right, take this and do with it what you will for the week, okay? Or at least the next couple of days, and then take that weekend to relax. All right, so starting next week, I am officially having a scheduled structure here. Structured schedule. So on Mondays, I am starting a new focus, and it's going to be called Manifestation Mondays. Now, I know this is Next Step Tarot. This is about taking those next steps, but this is blending tarot, the law of abundance, with psychology. Okay, so you will see how by having a focus on mindset, subconscious blocks, alignment, and energetic direction, we can change what is happening in our life. Then on Wednesdays, I will continue the series, whatever current series is out. So right now it will be Decision Wednesdays. And these will be focused on clarity, crossroads, behavioral patterns, and navigating major life choices. These will give you clear steps to move forward. All All right, this structure is going to allow us to go much more deeper into both manifestation, psychology, tarot work in a much more intentional way. Fridays are still in the work. I love the idea of Fab Fridays. I'm playing around with different themes for that, so keep an eye open for that and an open mind. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, but I am thinking we need a way to release the challenges of the week so that we can relax on the weekend. Even if you're not working, having designated time where you don't do shadow work, and you're releasing all of the tension of the week and focusing strictly on having fun, I think that's important. All right, so there might be different themes, or we might eventually find one that can become a new focal point. All right, so real transformation usually doesn't happen in just one giant leap, okay? It happens through the repeated small changes in awareness, behavior, our emotional patterns. And the cards can help us to reveal the patterns. But your daily choices are what reinforces the new direction. And that's where real momentum begins. If today's reading or this new direction resonates with you and makes you as excited as I am, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and then join me here on Next Step Tarot as we continue building this space together. And before you go, I would love to know, what card or message stood out to you most today? Here, okay? Or what did you hear that really resonated with you? Drop that in the comments. Let me know. I am answering everybody's comments right now, so please take a moment to do that. I want to thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next step of the journey. Bye-bye.